Good morning, children. In the last class, we have seen about the living world of animals. Among that, we have seen about biodiversity. Under this, how the plants and animals are interrelated to each other, and then how they form the ecosystem. That is, the plants and animals, how they are interrelated to each other. And then about the habitat. Habitat means the place where the animals and plants are living. So, this forms, the living organism forms the biotic diversity, and then non-living organism form the abiotic living system. So, we have seen all these in that chapter. And then about the unicellular and multicellular organism. Unicellular organism means only one cell is there. With the help of that one cell, the plant body function, they do all the functions. So, under that we have seen about amoeba. Amoeba is one of the single cell organism. It is seen in water, and then the cell membrane that is irregular in shape, and then it is known as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false foot. Then cytoplasm is there, and then cell organelle, contractile vacuole, and then food vacuole is there. When it saw the food, it engulfs with the help of that pseudopodia, and that food enters in it. And then they form the food vacuole there. And then contractile vacuole is useful for excretion. With the help of this pseudopodia, that is false food, the animal can move from one place to another. So all the activities are carried out with the help of this single cell. So they are known as unicellular organism. And then when we take about multicellular organism, they have organ and organ system. Multi mean many cell. Organ and organ system are there. Each organ they together form organ system, and they do separate function. For example, respiratory system in human being, the lungs are helpful for that. And then excretion, everything, each activity is done by different organ and the organ system. When we take about the difference between the unicellular and multicellular organism, only one cell is there in unicellular organism. Only one cell, single cell. Here many cells are there. And then all the they are known as microscopic. With the help of microscope only we are able to see the unicellular organism. But multicellular organism we can see through naked eye. With the help of our eyes we can see the multicellular organism. And then the growth is done by increase in the cell. The cell increase in their size. That forms the growth in unicellular organism. But in multicellular organism, the cell undergo division. After that only it will attain the growth. So thus this is the difference between the unicellular and multicellular organism. With this we will move on to adaptation. What is meant by adaptation? According to the environment, the body can, there is a special type of, according to the environment, they possess some characters that is known as adaptation. So we have seen about fishes. The fish, when we take about the fish, it is the streamline shaped body, that is both anterior and posterior end are narrow, and then broad posterior end, broad end in the middle, both ends are narrow, that form the streamline shape. Then the head, here it is the head, the body are fused together, tail all fused together and they form the streamline shape. Then when we take about the fishes, they breathe through the gills. This is the organ present in fishes. With the help of the gills, they are taking in the oxygen from the water, and then carbon dioxide is released from their body. So with the help of gills, they are breathing. So gills form the respiratory organ for the fishes, and then their body is covered with scales. Their body is covered with scales. The scales are used to give the protection for the body. So they give protection. The body is fully covered with the scale, which gives protection to the body. And then with the help of the fins, they are able to swim. So fins help for swimming. And then with the help of the tail fin, this is known as tail fins. The tail fins, they are able to change the direction. So the body of the fish possesses the head, the trunk and the tail. The head consists of the eyes. Eyelid is present. Instead of eye, eyelid is present. And then gills occupy in the position which is useful for breathing. Then scales are covered on their body which is useful for to give protection. And then tail fin is there. With the help of that, the fish can change the direction in the water. So this is the adaptation for the fish, which is known as the aquatic organism. Aquatic mean animal or plant which are found in water. So the fish is adopting this structure. Then about the frog. The frog possess limbs. The limbs are modified as they have the limbs. That is, limbs is known as leg structure. That is known as limbs. And then when we take about the frog, it is known as poikilothermic animal. Frog is known as poikilothermic animal. What is known as poikilothermic? That is, they change their body temperature according to the environment. According to the environment. Those are known as poikilothermic animals. Some animals can change their body temperature according to the environment. They are known as poikilothermic animal. So as the frog changes its body temperature, it is known as poikilothermic animal. And then frog is known as amphibian. What is meant by amphibian? Which is seen in both water and in land. The animal which is found both in water and in land are known as amphibian. As frog is found both water and in land, that is known as amphibian. And then with the help of the gills, when it is in water, the frog breathes through gills. So gills are helpful for the frog to breathe when it is in water. When it is on land, it uses its skin, lungs and buccopharyngeal cavity. Buccopharyngeal. So through these it breathes when it is on land. When the frog is in water, it uses its gills to breathe. That too when it is in young stage. That stage is known as tadpole stage. The tadpole stage, when it is in water, it uses its gills to breathe, and when it is on land, it uses its skin. Through the skin it can breathe, and through the lungs. And buccopharyngeal cavity mean the region which is found near the thorax. So using that buccal and the thorax, using that region, using that region it can breathe. So these are the adaptation which is found in frog. It uses its forelimb for hopping and then running. So limbs are there, and then there is a slimy region which is found on their skin, so that it can able to adapt the situation. Then we move on to lizard. The lizard it is like the snake, but it is different from snake by its limbs, and then eyelids, and then with the ears. So legs, by the legs, ears, and then eyelids, they are different from the snake. When we take about the lizard, it has 4 limbs, so known as bipedal or tetrapedal. Pedal mean legs, limbs are the legs, and then with the help of this they can run with the help of the bipedal leg. Even with the 2 legs they can run, and then they use these four legs for walking. Then they have the tail, and then their body is covered with some scales. Scales are useful for protection. So bipedal leg, and then scales, and then ear-like region, some cavity is there. With this it is different from snake. Ear-like cavity is there. So this is about the lizard, and then with the help of this sticky tongue, it has some sticky tongue. It can eat the small insect like mosquito, cockroach, etc. So these mosquito can stick onto their tongue, and then it swallow it. These lizard are found in the warmer region. They are found in warmer region. So it is, when we take about the lizard, it is found in warmer region, and then it consists of eyelid and scales. 4 limbs are present, and then sticky tongue is there in order to capture the small insect. Then with the help of bipedal limbs, it can walk or run, and then a tail is present. So this is about the lizard and its adaptation. And then we move on to birds. Here the birds, instead of the 4 limbs, the 4 limbs are modified as wings. The 4 limbs are modified as wings. And then it possesses the beak instead of the mouth. Then it has eye which is known as eyelid. Eyelid is present. Then forelimb is modified into wings. Then it has the claws, sharp claws. With the help of that, it can able to hop and then walk, perch on the trees. So all these are done with the help of these sharp claws. Then the body of the birds possess hollow bones. The body of the birds possess hollow bones. In order to make them, why the bones are hollow mean easy flight. So if the bones are very strong, mean they are not able to fly in the air. So the bones are very hollow. So with the help of that, it will be easy for the birds to fly. And then with the help of the claws, they are able to hop, walk and perch on the branches of the trees. Then beak is modified into mouth. Then forelimbs are modified as wings. Then during their flight, the chest bones become strong. They have strong chest bone and help them to withstand the pressure in the air. The chest bone help to withstand the pressure in the air, which help them for flight, which help them the body to flight easily. So these are the adaptation which are found in birds. Then, so birds are found, they do not have the scale. Instead of the wings, their body is covered with feathers, which give them protection. Instead of scales, the body is covered with feathers, which give them the protection. So this is about the birds. Next, with the bird at a time, it can see two objects with the help of their eyes. At a time, it can see. With the help of one eye, it can see one object, and with another eye, it can see another object. So binocular vision. The birds have binocular vision. With the help of one eye, it can able to see one object, and with another eye, it can able to see another object. So that is the binocular vision for the birds. So the tail help the birds to control the direction. So as the tail fin for the fish which is able to change the direction, like that the tail help the birds to change the direction of the wing, the tail. So next we move on to camel. When we take about camel, the camel is found in the desert, hot desert, when there is in which the water is very scarce. The camel have long leg. It has long leg, and then it keep the body away from the hot sun, so that it has the long legs which keep the body to keep away from the hot sand. And then the camel has it can drink large amount of water. When the water is available, it can drink large amount of water, and it can store them in their body. So it has long leg. The camel has long leg, and then it can drink lot of water at a time. And then the camel possesses, so it has some adaptation to save the water. That is, it can pass a small amount of urine, and then the sweat is also very less. And then it live for long time without drinking water. Without drinking water. And then in their body there is a portion called hump, in which fat is stored. During energy requirement, they take the fat from their hump, and then they can survive. And about the large pad, it has on their leg some large pad is there. With the help of them, that pad it can able to, in their feet, the pad is there. With the help of the pad, it can able to walk in the soft sand. So the camel is also known as ship of the desert. In their feet, they have some pad-like portion. With the help of that pad, they are able to walk on the sand. So the camel is also known as ship of the desert. And then in their eyes, long lashes, eyelashes are, the hairs in the eyelashes are very long. And also in the ear, the hairs are very long. In order to protect the eyes from the blowing dust. So they have long eyelashes, and then in the ear also long eye hairs are present in order to withstand the blowing dust. And then they keep their nostril. Nostril means nose. They keep their nostril closed during the sandstorms. In the desert, sandstorms are often happen, no? So in order to prevent the sand that is entering into their nostril, they are always keeping their nostril closed. So these are the some of the adaptation which is found in camel in order to withstand in the desert region. In them, the long legs are present so that the body is away from the heat, and then they drink lot of water when it is available, and then they pass a small amount of urine, and sweat is also very less in them. And then in their feet, pad like portion is there. With the help of the pad, they are able to walk easily on the soft sand. So the camel is also known as ship of the desert. And in their hump, which is present in their body, they are storing the fat, and then they are utilizing that fat when there is a energy requirement. So these are all the adaptation that is seen in the camel. Next we move on to the adaptation that is found in polar bear. The polar bear is seen in polar region, that is snow covered area. In them, their body is fully covered with white hair. Their body is covered with white hair or fur. It is also known as fur. So in the polar bear, they are found in the polar region, snow covered area. Their body is fully covered with white hair or fur for protection. And then when we take about penguin, they have paddle to swim, paddle like structure to swim, and then they walk with the help of two legs. These are also found in the polar region, snow covered areas. The penguin, polar bear, these are found in the polar region. In the penguin, what is the adaptation seen mean? They are using their paddles to swim and the two legs for walking. And then mountain goat. The mountain goat are seen in mountains. In them, the hooves are present. Where it is seen mean it is present in their legs. The hooves are, strong hooves are present in their legs. The feet-like structure. With the help of that, they are able to run fastly. And then lion. Lion is seen in the forest. They have sharp claws. Claws mean the fingers which are found in the legs for their easy catch. So these are the some of the adaptation that is seen in the different animals. When we take about fish, the fishes, their body is covered with scale, and then using the gills they are breathing, using the tail fin they are changing their direction, using the fins they are able to swim in water. So this is the adaptation seen in fish. And then when we take about frog is amphibian, which is found both land and in water. And then when it is in water, it uses its gills for breathing, and when it is on land, it uses its skin, lungs and buccopharyngeal cavity for breathing. And then it has 4 limbs. Frogs are known as poikilothermic animal. They can change their body temperature according to the environment. Then when we take about lizard are different from snake with their legs and the cavity which is like the cavity like the ear, and then their body is also covered with scales. They have 4 limbs. With the help of 2 limbs, that is bipedal, they can able to walk or run and then in their tongue there is in them the sticky tongue is there. With the help of that it can able to catch its prey like small mosquito, cockroach, etc. And then tail is there for changing the direction. And then when we move on to the birds have 4 limbs modified as wings. The 4 limbs are modified as wings in frog, and their body is covered with feathers. The feathers give them protection. And then eyelids are present. Beak is present instead of mouth. Beak is there instead of mouth. Then their 4 limbs, their hollow bones are help them for the easy flight. Bones are very hollow. And then with the help of the claws, they are able to hop, run and perch on the branches of the trees. And then the birds have binocular vision. With the help of the eyes, with the help of one eye, it can able to see one thing, and with the help of another eye, it can able to see another thing. Okay, then during flight, the muscles in the chest cavity help them to withstand the air pressure. So it will be easy for them to fly. Then when we take about the camel is found in desert. So in order to withstand the desert condition, they have long legs, and then they are able to drink lot of water when it is available. They pass a small amount of urine, and sweat is very less in them. And then in their feet, the padded feet is there. The padded feet help them to walk easily on the soft sand. So the camel is also known as ship of the desert. In their hump, they are storing the lot of fat. With the help of that fat, they take their energy, and then they close their nostril during the storm dust, and then eyelashes. In the eye and the ear have long hairs in order to protect them from sand. When we take about the polar bear, they are found in the polar region, and their body is fully covered with hair. And then penguin is also found in polar region, and then they have 2 legs. With the help of paddle, they are able to swim, and with the help of the legs, they are able to walk. And then mountain goat has, which are found in mountain, and then they run fastly. They have hooves. With the help of that, they are able to run fastly. And then lion is found in forest. They possess sharp claws to catch its prey. Prey means the food. It is able to catch their food with the help of their claws. So these are the some of the adaptation which are found in the animals. And then the summer sleep is spending winter in dormant condition. Spending winter season in dormant condition. What is meant by dormant? It cannot do any activity. It is present as such. So that is known as dormant condition. They are spending their winter season in dormant condition. So such kind of activity is known as hibernation. So during winter season they will not do any activity. They will sleep in such season. So that is known as hibernation. Example, the turtle is one of the example for hibernation. Tortoise or turtle, they spend their winter season in dormant condition, that is sleep. They will sleep in their winter season, that is known as hibernation. So spending the summer or dry condition in dormant condition is known as estivation. So they are spending their summer season or the dry season in dormant condition, that is known as estivation. Hibernation means spending the winter season in dormant condition. Spending the summer season or dry season in dormant condition is known as estivation. Example, snail. So these are all some of the adaptations seen in these animals. And when we take about the birds, in order to withstand the dry summer condition, they can fly to some other countries. That is known as, these birds are known as migratory birds. So in order to withstand the summer condition or the dry condition, they can fly to some foreign countries. And then when these birds are known as migratory birds. Some of the foreign birds, like birds from Siberia, Russia, they can come here. So from here, these birds move on to that foreign countries. Those are known as migratory birds. So the birds which are found in Vedantangal, Kodiyakarai, Kudangulam, in these sanctuaries, the birds can able to move to foreign countries. So those birds are known as migration. Migration means moving from one place to another. So these are about the adaptation found in some of the birds. So with this, we are able to finish this lesson, living world of animals. So in this lesson, biodiversity and then adaptation which are seen in the animals, and then about the unicellular and multicellular organism. We have seen all these in this lesson. So rest we will meet in the next class.